Hello guys! Welcome to my channel. I would like to introduce myself again. My name is Panita. I'm a pharmacist and I'm from Thailand. So for this video, I would like to talk about how I transfer my pharmacy degree from my country, from Thailand, to the US, and basically how I become a pharmacist in the US. I was certified as a pharmacist in my state, Massachusetts state, last month, and right now I'm looking for a job. As you guys know that right now we kind of have a problem about coronavirus hit our state, so I stopped looking for a job for now, and luckily I have time to make videos. So basically for this video, I would like to tell you guys that this is not my first video. I had one video 3 years back. So that video talked about how I passed MPJE exam. So if you would like to learn more about MPJE exam, I will put the link for that video for you guys in the description below of this video. So today I'm going to talk about all steps that I have taken to become a pharmacist in this state. So as you guys might already know that we as pharmacists, foreign grads, have about 5 steps to complete in order to become a pharmacist, and these 5 steps are based on the NABP bulletin. So basically it's included passing TOEFL IBT, passing FPGA exam, passing NABLEX exam, completing your internship hours based on where you live, based on the Board of Pharmacies of each state you live in. And the last step would be passing the MPJE, the law exam, or CPJE if you live in California. So I would like to talk about the update from NABP's announcements from last year. So before this announcement, you can either take FPGE or TOEFL IBT, the first step. So basically, that announcement has changed this rule. So you must pass TOEFL IBT before other steps. So this is the must thing that you need to do before you can go to take FPGE. You must pass TOEFL IBT. So I would like to talk about the update. I'm not sure that you think it's better or it's not better than before. I think it's better because I feel like someone who already passed FPGE, but the FPGA is expired within 5 years, so sometimes they cannot make it. They cannot pass TOEFL after they pass the FPGA. That means your score is gone, it's not coming back, and you waste your money. You know what I mean? So let's talk about TOEFL IBT first. TOEFL IBT test was very challenging for me, for real, as my English at the time wasn't that great, and English is not my first language. So I took TOEFL exam for 11 times. So until don't feel bad or if you failed so many times, because I took 11 times. So just keep doing it and don't give up. And you must pass all these minimum required score of each section in the same time. That is the challenging part for me. So an ABP doesn't accept your best score, and so that's how I think that is very challenging, and I'm glad that I passed this exam. So let's take a look at the TOEFL IBT score. So for reading section, you need 22 scores, at least 22 scores in order to pass. For listening section, you need 21. For speaking is the hardest for me, so you need at least 26 scores to pass the exam. And the last section is writing. Writing is 24. So it took me about 2 years to pass TOEFL. So I took my time learning English. going to school for English or buying online course, or I did whatever it takes, in order to pass this exam. That's why it took me about 2 years. Because I feel like English is very important for this profession, because you are a pharmacist and you really need to have good communication skills in order to communicate with your patients, with other healthcare professionals. So the next step is passing MPJE exam. So the exam is about pharmacy knowledge, and I'm pretty sure that it's not that hard for most of you guys. And most of pharmacists who took these exams, I think they normally pass this exam for the first try. And also I heard that the NABP has changed about the rule of this exam as well. So normally before the announcement from NABP last year, normally the pharmacists could take this exam twice a year. So normally it took place like in April or in October. So but now the NABP has changed the rule. So they allow the pharmacists from other country to take this exam only once a year, maybe around in September or October. So I think you guys should prepare yourself very, very well in order to pass this exam, because if you failed, you have to wait another year in order to retake the exam again. So it's waste of money and waste of time. So for these two exams, TOEFL IBT and MPJE exam, you don't need authorized work visa for this exam. You can use a visitor visa for this. And next, after you pass both TOEFL IBT and MPJE exams, the NABP will send you the MPJEC certificate sent to your address. And after you receive this certificate, you can use this certificate to ask for the pharmacy license, pharmacy intern license from your state where you live in order to start doing your internship or start collect your internship hours. So the internship hours, they vary because it depends on each state you are living. So you have to check the broader pharmacy of your state and see like how many hours that they require you to collect these collect the hours. But for this step, you need work permit in order to be employed in the US. So the next step is NABLEX. So this step is a pharmacy board exam. So it's about the pharmacy knowledge. I think it's very similar to MPJE exam, but I think it's a little bit harder because I feel like it's more more specific in our profession, and also the guidelines, everything you need to based on American guidelines. That is my opinion, but I think it's less hard than TOEFL for sure, and I'm pretty sure that you guys could pass the first time as well. So it took me about 2 months to study for NABLEX, and I purchased RX prep book and RX question bank. Basically I borrowed my friend's book, so I didn't have to purchase for the book, but I purchased for the RX prep questions bank. I think it was very useful, and I passed the first try, and I got kind of a little bit high score. I got 108 points. And the last step is taking MPJE or law exam, or CPJE if you live in Cali. So I took MA MPJE because I live in Boston, in Massachusetts. I live here. I know that I need to take MPJE and NABLEX in the same year, because you need to pass NABLEX and MPJE within 1 year, and you need to become a pharmacist before your ATT number going to expire. Even though I know that the jobs here are very saturated, but my family is here, I still want to take my time to find a job. I'm not in a rush. So so after you So after you pass all these exams, like NAPLEX and MPJE, you will get your pharmacist license within a week. So after that, if you are willing to move to other states, you can transfer your NAPLEX score, and you can go and take the MPJE of that state that you are going to work for. So this video is brief detail of how to become a pharmacist in the US. For the next video, I will do some research about pharmacist interview questions in order to prepare for my interview in the future, even though right now I kind of stopped looking for a job because of coronavirus. But I'm preparing for the interview, the upcoming interview, you know. And please hit like and hit subscribe if you like my channel. And so thank you for watching. So I'm sorry if I did not give you a lot of details, but you can ask me some questions in the comments. I will try to answer all questions you guys have. And good luck for your exams, and thank you for watching. Be well and stay safe. Bye!